Friends and learners, welcome to another video lecture on the topic Online Assessment and Technologies Part 2. In the previous video lecture, if you remember, we have demonstrated one of the softwares, application softwares used for creating questions or quizzes. In this video lecture also, we will see one of such softwares which you can use for creating questions or test or quiz, and that software is Hot Potatoes. This is a free software which you can download from the internet. So in this video lecture, I will be demonstrating how the hot potatoes can be used for creating question paper or quizzes. So friends, as I said, we are going to see how you can create a quiz using the Hot Potatoes software. This is a free software. You have to download that software and install in your system first. First of all, I will show you that. For that, I will take the Google search engine. I will type for Hot Potatoes. You will get the first result, almost hot potatoes. I'll click on hot potatoes. You can just scroll down. You can see this downloads. Hot potatoes 7.0 installer. So this is the latest version of hot potatoes. You have to click on this, then download it. Then you have to install that software in the computer system. Since I have already downloaded this software, I am not going to re-download this software. So I'll minimize this window. This is the shortcut for hot potatoes. So what I will do right now, I'll just click on this. Now this is how it will look like when you first open the Hot Potatoes software. I'll just make you run through the features and facilities available in this software. The file, Hot Potatoes, couple of options you can see: JQuiz, JClose, JMax, JMatch, JMix, JCross and Masher. The same is available here also. You can see JClose, JQuiz, JCross, JMix, JMatch and the Masher. Basically, these are the icons which you have to click to create the different kinds of questions. When you hover the mouse over this, you can see what does this represent. Say for example, if I bring my mouse pointer here, it shows create a multiple choice or short answer type question. So if you want your question paper to be of multiple choice or short answer, you have to choose this option. Let us bring here create fill in the blank exercise. So if you want to create fill in the blanks questions, click on this JClose. JCross, it is a crossword puzzle. JMatch, match the following type of questions. JMix is for creating jumbled type questions, jumbled sentence type questions. So friends, you will make use of these icons to create different kinds of questions. Next, options. You can see a couple of options. This is help. It comes with almost all the softwares. If you are not very much aware about the software, you can click on the tutorial. They have given how the questions or quizzes can be made using this software. This is version 7. I was saying these are the options that you can make use of. So if you use this for creating fill in the blanks exercise, you will create fill in the blanks type questions. And if your question paper wants the other types of questions like J, crossword puzzles, multiple choice or short answer, what you will do, you will create separate questions using these facilities. Then you will combine all the questions. So to combine all the questions and make it as a single question paper or quiz, you have to make use of this facility, the masher. So they are standalone. This is the combined. And we will see how this is done using this software. So friends, let us start with something like the quiz. As I said, you can see, create a multiple choice or short answer type question. So what I'll do, I'll click on this. So when I click that, you can see a separate window coming in. I'll just reduce this, minimize that. So this is the original one which we have seen when we have activated this software for the first time. I'll just make it little bit short. And when I clicked on JQuiz, this is the window that was appearing. So friends, you can see again here, file, edit, all those options are here. Couple of other icons also you can see here. See, if you bring again the mouse pointer here, it will show you what it represents. Sometimes it is taking time. We will see that. So friends, we are going to create a multiple choice type question first, that you can see from here. See, if you click on this small triangle, you can see the different kinds of questions that can be created using that option, the JQuiz. For the time being, I am keeping it on multiple choice. This is the title. So we have to give one title, maybe multiple choice. Yeah, I will write like quiz 1 because this is quiz. So I'll keep the name as it is, quiz 1. This is the question number, question 1. If you want to go to second question, you have to first do the first question, then go to the second question. Now this is the place where you will write the question. So I'll take a question, say for example, the question is, Google Docs is a software used for this is a sample question. Okay, now you have to give the answers. I'll type another second option. Yeah, I have given 3 options. You can have as many as you like. Now, what we have done, we have given the question here, the answers. Now, you have to select the correct answer from this. So, if this is a software used for text editing, I'll make it as correct. I'll put a tick mark here. So, I am going to put the tick mark. See, you can see the tick mark now appearing here. Rest are wrong. So when they answer the correct option, what kind of a feedback you want to give, that you can type here. If you want, you can type, otherwise you can leave. If it is incorrect, what kind of a feedback you are going to give, that you have to type in these columns. So friends, that way one question is ready now. Now what we will do? We will do 2 things now. First, we will save this file. You will get, when you click on file, many options you will get. You can see save as. So I'll click on save as. For the time being, I'll keep it in the desktop. I'll give a file name, quiz. You can see the file type also, JQS. I'll just save this file. So the file is saved now. You can see that. I'll minimize this. This is quiz. This is the saved file. I'll again open that. Now the next thing I'll do is, I want to see how this will look like, or if I want to make changes in the settings, how this has to be, seen by the students. All those can be done. For that, I'll click on first how it has to be seen by the students. For that you can click on manage questions, view quiz outline. This is one option that you can select. Otherwise the same option is available here also. If you bring the mouse pointer, see, go to the configuration screen to set preferences for web page layout. So I'll click on that. See, you can give the exercise subtitle. For the time being we have kept it like a quiz. Instructions you can give, prompt, what all prompts you can give when it is a correct answer, what kind of a marking it has to be, buttons, appearance, coloring, all this you can do. Navigation bar color, if you want to change, select a color from here. I'll click on OK. Background color, I'll select another color. OK. So you can see the colors changing. Title color. OK. Exercise background color. OK. So you can see this is how it will look like for your students. If you want to see that, you can click on preview also. Now once this is done, you can go to next icon, timer. If you want to give a time limit for this, you can do that. I'll click on this, select this. How much minutes you want to give that? For the time being I am keeping it on 1 minute. So that is done. Once the time is over, this kind of a message will appear, your time is over. So once that is done, you can click on save and OK. So we have done some kind of a settings. Now let us see how this will look like for the students. For that I'll click on this, like export to create a hot potatoes version 7 web page. So this is how it will look like for the students. So I'll click on this now. Once you click on that, it will again ask you to save the file. So again we will save it in the desktop. This time this is saved as HTML file. So I'll click on save now. See, once I click on save, this kind of a message appears. If you want to see that how it will look like, you can click on view the exercise in my browser. So I'll click on that. See, once I click on that, this will be visible in the web browser. Google Docs is a software used for, say for example, if the students select this answer B, sorry, try again, this kind of a message will come. Okay. If you select this answer correct, your score is 50% because we have already attempted one. That's why the score is 50%. Okay. So this is how it will look like for the student. So friends, I will just close this. I will come back. I will close this also. First of all, I will just save it. Then I will close that. Yeah. So that is done, JQuiz. Now let us see JClose. JClose is used for creating fill in the blanks type questions. So you can see we will give a title, fill in the blanks, fill in the blank. Now I will write the sentence here, Google Slides is a presentation making software. So this is the sentence. Now I will make it as a fill in the blanks type of question. Google Slides is a presentation making software. You may see some spelling errors there. For the time being we are not bothering on that. So friends, this is the question. We are going to make it as a fill in the blank type of question. So I want my students to answer what kind of a software this is. This is a presentation making software. So I'll just select presentation. I'll click on gap. So once I click on gap, you can see the changes appearing. This is now red in color and underline is also there. This means that in the question paper, students will be seeing a blank space here. Now we have to fill this box also. Gap 1, if you want to have many gaps, that is also possible. See, sometimes students give another answers for presentation. There can have some synonyms also. So that can be given here, alternative correct answers. And if you want to give some clue, that is also possible. give some clue here that can be typed. So once this is done, you can click on OK. So friends, this is now complete. There are couple of other options also like clearing gaps, auto gaps, show words, delete gap, etc. So what I'll do right now, I'll go to file, I'll save this file first. This is fill. I'll just give a title like fill, save. Now you can see in the desktop, this is saved fill. This is the desktop saved file. Now what I'll do next, I'll just configure the output. Either you can click this, otherwise you can click on option and configure output. Right now I'll click on this configure output. See the same options you can see. Timer, we will also set a time for this, 1 minute. Save. Then appearance, if you want to give some colors, that is also possible. Save. For the time being, I am not going to make any changes. Okay. So that is ready. Now if you want to see in the web browser, as I said, you have to click on this. Export to create a Hot Potatoes version 7 page. I'll click on that. Again, this will ask you to save the file in HTML file format. I'll save that. Once I save, this message appears. If you want to see, click on this, view the exercise in my browser. So you can see the filling the blank type question now here. So what students will see? They will see this question, a blank space here. They have to answer here. Say for example, I am giving an answer like spreadsheet here. Google Slides is a spreadsheet making software. Check. Your score is 0. So this answer is wrong. So if you give the correct answer, this will be showing this is the correct answer. So this also I'll close now. Now we'll again go to the Hot Potatoes. I'll take now match the following. This also we can close. First I'll save that, then I'll close. This was for the filling the blank type question. So we were here match the type. I'll just minimize and make it small. Title, match the following. Now you have to give the questions here. I'll type like Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Forms, Google Sheets. Docs is a text editor software, Slides is a presentation making software, presentation preparation software. Forms is a question quiz creator. Sheets is a spreadsheet application. So we have 4 questions and the students have to match what is docs, what is forms, what is slides and what is sheets. So we will have 4 alternative answers also. If you want to have another answer also, that will be by default question mark. So if you want to change, that can also be done. But for the time being, I will keep the 5th option as question mark. Now if you want to keep some options fixed, that can be used by selecting these small boxes. Right now I am not going to do that. See, this will not be appearing in this format when the question paper is ready. Automatically the software will jumble the items. They will disorder the answers. So now the question is ready. What I'll do, I'll click on file. I'll save this file. Again in the desktop, match, save. If you want to make any changes in the output, configure output, that can be done. You can click on this also. For the timing, we'll keep 1 minute. Okay. Coloring, we are not going to do anything. This is done. I'll click on now exporting to a Hot Potatoes version. I'll click on that. Again, we have to save it in HTML file format. I'll save, view, the same process. So friends, students will see the question paper like this, the quiz or test like this. Docs, they have to select one option from here. I'll select anyone for the time being. See, sheets, 2 options, this question mark and a presentation. So I'll select this, check. Your score is 25. So some mistake is there. The one which is correct, it is showing as correct. The others, it is showing the wrong marking. So that is done, friends. Now I'll just close this also. We'll come back again. This also I'll save. I close this window. J cross. So this is to create crossword puzzles. So what I'll do, I'll come to this window. I'll close this first. I'll show you again. I'll click on J cross. I'll click on manage grid, automatic grid maker. I'll give the answers, docs, slides, then sheets, Google Sheets and Google Forms. After doing the phrases, I'll click on make grid. So automatically the software will make the what we say puzzles. Now we will give clue for each of this. For that I'll click on add clues. The first docs I'll take. For docs, what clue I want to give? A text editor software. A text editor software. I am typing like a text editor software. Okay. So for docs we have given this clue. Second clue, for slides, presentation software. Okay. So across these 2 words are there, docs and slides, and downside it is forms. So I'll click on clues first. Forms. This is a quiz creator software. Okay. Then this one, sheets, says spreadsheet. Okay. So we have given all the clues. After that I'll click on OK. So friends, the crossword puzzle is now ready. Again, go to option and click on configure output. Do the changes. Make the changes, or else you can click on this also to make the changes. For the time being, I'll set a time limit. Save. Okay. Now we have to see the web version. For that, what I'll do, I'll click on this. I'll save it as an HTML file. This is cross. Save. It will show you whether you want to see it in the browser. I'll click on yes. So friends, this is how students will see the crossword puzzle. They will click on first. When you click on the number 1, the question will appear, quiz creator software. So they have to give the answer here and enter it. Then they will click on second, a text editor software. Third, spreadsheet application. They have to give the answers. So that is also done. I'll just close this now. Now I'll come to this also. I'll save. This we have not saved, so for I'll save that also in desktop. Cross. We'll see whether it is saved or not. Yeah, cross. This is there. So friends, that is also saved. So I'll close this. This is the hot potatoes. Now I'll come to JMix. JMix is for creating questions like if you have couple of sentences and you want to order that. Say for example, if I am asking my students to order 4 sentences, like say for example, first of all I'll give a title, mix. I'll type here, click on insert. I am asking my students to learn about how they can insert a table in the Word software or Docs software. So the first thing they will do is click on insert, then click on table, then insert number of rows and columns, click on enter. So this is a simple example. We will give sentences like this. This will be jumbled. Students have to order the sentences. So if you have any alternate sentences regarding this, that can be filled here. For the time being, we are not going for that. What I'll do, I'll save this file first. Desktop, mix, save. Then I'll come to configure output, timer. Okay. Then I'll click on this to see the web version. I'll click on save. Should the word click on insert always begin with a capital letter, even when it is at the beginning of a sentence. So there is some kind of a message from the software that we have to take care of. You can also read along with me. So they are asking whether the click on insert always begin with a capital letter even when it is at the beginning of a sentence. So for the time being, I'll click on no. We can see that in the web browser. See. So they will select click on, the first one is click on insert. So that will be disappearing. There are a couple of other options also. You can drag and place here. That is also possible. Then click on table. Then click on insert the number of rows and columns. Then click on enter. We will check that. Yes, your score is 100%. So we have ordered that sentence. So friends, that is how the jumbled type of questions or mixed questions are developed. I'll close this. Now we will see the last option. So we have created questions belonging to each of these 5 question formats like quiz, fill in the blanks, match the following, crossword puzzles, and jumbled type questions or mixed type of questions. Now what I'll do, I'll click on masher. I'll compile all these questions and make it as a single question paper or a single quiz. Otherwise it will look like a standalone question. So for that I'll click on masher. Now when I click on masher, this message box appears. We have to add the files. I'll click on add files. We have saved the files. I'll take the files one by one. See, cross is there. Then I'll keep my control button in the keyboard pressed. Then this also I'll select. Match also I'll select. Mix also I'll select. Quiz also I'll select. So we have selected 5 questions. Then they are of different types. After doing that, I'll click on open. You have to import all these to this masher. OK to all. So you can see now all the questions are in the masher. After doing this, you have to click on build unit. So this will be developed as a single unit, single question paper or single quiz. I'll click on build unit. Now the process is going on. Again that error message, we'll click on no. Now the process is complete and they are asking, would you like to view the unit now? I'll click on yes. See, this is how it will look like. So I'll click on fill in the blank. We have to give the answer. The student has to give the answer. Check. After that, go to the second question. Then after doing that, again click on this mixed type question. Then multiple choice. Then crossword puzzle. Check. Your score is 0. We have not filled any answers. That's why it is showing 0. So friends, this is how the standalone questions are made as a single question paper or single quiz, and for that we have made use of we have used the measure. Now once this is done, this also you can save. Measure desktop. So you can see this is the question paper that we have created right now. They are single and standalone type of questions. This is the complete question paper. Now after doing that, this I'll close. After doing that, what you can do, you can again take the measure, you can go to actions, you can create a zip package or create a SCORM package, and this can be given to your students. This can be given as a zip package or as a SCORM package. This SCORM package can also be embedded in the online courses in any of the LMS platforms. So friends, this is how the hot potatoes is used for creating what we say questions or question paper or quizzes. So I'll close this. This also I'll close. So friends, with this I would wind up this video lecture. In this video lecture, we have seen how the software hot potatoes is used for creating questions and quizzes. I hope you have understood the various steps for creating questions in the hot potatoes software. I hope you will use this software for creating tests or quizzes in the coming days in your classrooms. Thank you. Thank you for listening this lecture.